1 in 68 children is now on the spectrum, and if you have a child or know someone who is differently abled, you know keeping them in our world instead of letting them fall into theirs is oh so critical. Today on DelmarvaLife, we're going to see firsthand a day in the life of a special needs student and how a Delmarva school is making it possible for him and others to succeed.
It's your aha moment. It's your rejuvenation as to why you do this.
Another aha moment when it comes to autism could come through the nose. Learn why how a child smells could help with diagnosing the disorder earlier.
And if you've ever had difficulty getting dressed in the morning, you know it can be a challenge. Now imagine being differently abled. We're going to show you a new line where you just can't get the clothing wrong.
This sound is just plain wrong. And if that sounds like your partner, you'd do anything to get them to stop. We learned 3 ways you could stop sounding like a wounded warthog.
And your weight could also be a reason for that obnoxious noise. And the FDA has just approved a new drug to help you shed those unwanted pounds. You're going to learn what it is and what it's designed to do.
Exercise is also a key to losing weight, but if you're not working out right, you could be doing all that work for no reason. Find out the top exercise myths you want to avoid.
90% of it is your diet. Abs are made in the kitchen.
Then my abs should be fabulous. Coming up, we're showing you how to make a jerk shrimp salad.
Well, thousands of people are expected to come out to Chincoteague next week to get a glimpse of that famous pony swim. Coming up, we have everything you need to know if you plan on attending.
DelmarvaLife starts right now. Good afternoon, I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to DelmarvaLife from Historic Studio D. Okay. If you are going to travel this summer, there's a little something that you might need to know, especially if you tend to stretch the speed limit a little on the highway. You might want to think twice about that. On a list of the most strict states for speeding and reckless driving, Delaware came in at number 3 for writing tickets. On the top 10 list of most lenient states for speeding and reckless driving tickets, Pennsylvania is number 9.
How about that?
Pennsylvania tags, I'll just won't even. No.
Well, if you're driving to the Delaware State Fair, it kicks off tomorrow, and one group you need to keep an eye out for is Junk Rock. Doesn't that look fun? According to the group's manager, they are a found sound percussion group, meaning they take everyday objects, stuff that's not meant to be instruments, and turn them into music makers. Now, those everyday objects include trash cans, oil drums, buckets, milk jugs, and even PVC tubing. There are more than 20 junk rock artists who rotate through multiple bookings across the country. And they've often been compared to the Blue Man Group.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
at the Delaware State Fair, Junk Rock will consist of 3 talented musicians who will be performing each day.
Okay, that's just awesome. Right?
It is awesome.
And that's tomorrow.
That's
Say
tomorrow.
Something else that kicks off tomorrow. Tomorrow is National Hot Dog Day, which means you'll be able to scarf down free and discounted wieners all day if you like. National Hot Dog and Sausage Council first established the day in 1991. July has been National Hot Dog Month since the 1950s.
Yeah, I love hot dogs and I love baseball, and it was a good day for the Millsboro-Georgetown Big League. Millsboro-Georgetown is just 1 win away from advancing to the Big League World Series in South Carolina after beating Dover 7-3. Millsboro-Georgetown took the lead in the 2nd inning and never looked back. Good luck to them.
Okay, well, while we're talking tournament, lady golfers, the Women and Girls Fund is planning its 4th annual golf day at the Talbot Country Club. Clinics in the morning, tournament in the afternoon. The September 1st event supports special programs and grants, and this year a portion of the proceeds is going to support the purchase of equipment for the detection and treatment of breast disease. Now, the women can sign up by August 21st to play on your own or with a group. You can call 410-770-8347.
So good luck to all those golfers,
Yes.
and congratulations, I think, to David Short.
Oh.
He's been named to the Talbot County Board of Education until a successor is elected and qualifies at the next congressional election in November 2016. He was appointed by Governor Larry Hogan to fill the vacancy left by the resignation of Jesse Gomez from District 5 to serve the remainder of that term. Now, I say I think because isn't that one of those jobs where you're excited to get it until you get started,
and then everybody's
yeah,
got something
you get that
to
feedback
say about what you're doing. Yes. Well, I'll tell you another place they're looking to fill. University of Delaware officials say they're seeking someone who will follow in Patrick Harker's footsteps as they search for his replacement. The administrator for the Board of Trustees says the trustees are very concerned that we take that vision and move it forward.
Okay, well, one job that I've always wanted to have is to be a novelist, to write books, maybe even romance. Camden author Stephanie Jenkins, who writes under the pen name S. Raven Storm, has announced the sequel to her romance book, Someone for Me. It'll be released in September. Main character Sky Jones has to figure out if lust is the same as love. The first book, Someone for Me, is available from Amazon.
All right, well, if you'd like maybe to go outside instead, Kent School's 5th annual Osprey Triathlon is coming up. That's going to be in October. They are expanding race day to now include a 50-mile bike ride. The course includes a 7-mile bike ride, a 2-mile kayak paddle, and finishes with a 3-mile run. We'll tell you more about it as we get a little bit closer, but there are early registration discounts, and individual racers and relay teams are welcome.
All right. Well, the Chincoteague Volunteer Fire Company is expecting this year's pony penning to be bigger due to the death of one of the herd's most famous ponies, Surfer Dude.
Yeah.
Here's Surfer Dude with Virginia Belle on the far left and their colt Riptide in the center. The last of Surfer Dude's foals will be sold this year, and they're expected to bring in some big bucks. We'll check in with Sean Stryker there in Chincoteague here in just a little bit.
Now, while we're talking about something warm and fuzzy and four-legged, you know that we love our warm, fuzzy, four-legged friends here on DelmarvaLife, but the question is, what if they're not fuzzy? What if they're not even warm? You know, chameleons can do more than just sell paint. For instance, this is Laura.
Is that for real?
Laura likes to pop bubbles.
Oh my goodness.
Laura keeps herself entertained. More importantly, she keeps her human entertained.
And keeping us entertained at the moment.
At the same time, watching a chameleon pop bubbles.
That is incredible.
I'm not going to try that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get me a chameleon though.
Right, there you know,
entertaining kids is a big part of the Benedictine school, but it's so much more than that. Up next on DelmarvaLife, Sean Stryker spends a day in the life there to see how the school supports children with special needs. Find out how it helps kids excel in education while building on their physical and social skills.
For children with special needs, it can take quite a bit of skill just to get dressed in the morning. Just figuring out which way clothes go can be a challenge. You're going to see how this unique clothing line can make it so much easier.
Oh yeah, it's not easy sleeping next to someone who sounds like that. But after today, snore no more. We learned several ways to get you or your partner to stop snoring so you both can get some sound sleep.
And you'll want to be wide awake when we head into the DelmarvaLife kitchen. Today, we are making a jerk shrimp salad. DelmarvaLife will be right back.
DelmarvaLife is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and LG dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.